Loftier City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
G'day and Swaddy Carp. Well, here's an important topic. We're all surgically attached to these things, right? Brent Alexander is, I know people who sleep with these things, right? And they never turn them off in case they miss something. And here is our local expert on many things technological, Bud Dooley. And you had a humbling experience this week.
Yeah, I unfortunately lost or had my phone snatched, and it was lucky I had secured it quite well. But it was a lesson learned as to how to protect your phone, where to keep it, what to look out for.
So this was really dramatic footage because you managed to get footage of a nearby security camera, so we actually saw a video of your phone being stolen. So tell us the circumstances of how it got stolen.
So it was taken off a motorbike as I briefly went off into a store for less than 5 minutes. I was able to get a...
So just a second. So that was the first mistake, was leaving your phone behind, right? Yeah. So I standardise everything. I always have this phone in this pocket and my wallet in this pocket. So it's totally standardised, and that's one good tip, isn't it?
Yeah, if you get used to doing the same thing all the time, muscle memory, you will be less likely to lose your phone.
Yes, so the other thing is, was it actually visible from the roadside? I mean, or was it in a compartment where it really couldn't be seen? It
was not visible, but with the modern phones, you can easily track a device.
So this was the other thing. Someone was hovering around an actual tech centre here, Dukcom, where they have a lot of mobile phones and a lot of tech-savvy people, and so they were scanning for an opportunity to steal phones.
Yeah, I'm sure they were because of the speed at which they came over and found the device. So a lot of features can be put on phones to find phones, not only where the phone is, but what model it is, so they can pick and choose. So
literally somebody could be just over there, 100 yards away or more, and they could say, there's a, Galaxy A50 98 yards away or something like that.
Yes, that's correct. And you could have it in your purse, you could have it in your car. It doesn't even need to be turned on, and they can still identify it.
That's scary. It doesn't even need to be turned on. Consider the implications of this, right? So this is... Wow. So this was like a 15-minute talk, but I was taking lessons away from this and going, oh my God, I must do this, I must do that. But one of the most basic thing is put some sort of security lock on the phone, so you lock the screen.
Right, so 3 basic steps. Make sure you have some kind of security where there's a password and nobody can just pick up your phone and see the information on it. Secondly, enable encryption of the hard drive, so if, God forbid, it gets lost, without logging in, they cannot see the data. And thirdly, install some type of antivirus, anti-theft software is kind of the triple protection you can put on the system.
So one of the many things with this that I thought was fascinating was you could actually, with the anti-theft thing, you could actually do a video or a screenshot of where your phone is now.
Yeah, you can enable remotely, assuming the phone is still online. You can identify where the phone is, take a picture of it, take a video of it, and if, God forbid, another part of it, if they try to pull the SIM chip out, it'll actually have a siren that'll go off and say this phone has been stolen. So, yeah. A lot of nice features you can have. It doesn't protect you completely, but it gives you a very good chance of recovering the phone.
So what's your big lesson from having your phone stolen?
Never leave it unattended.
So it wasn't visible. It was in a compartment. Correct. But they could accurately say, okay, that phone is exactly there. All I have to do is open the compartment and take the phone.
Yeah, and when they can detect a phone through the signal and you're mobile, well, it's very easy to identify which motorbike it would be because they can just simply sit still and monitor the traffic as they come by.
This is like scary stuff, right? So, they were at a place that sells second-hand phones, so you figure they've just walked in the back door and sold it straight away.
Exactly. That's one of the places when you're at a mall, it's probably the most dangerous place for you to have a phone stolen or a device because it's quite easy for them to just take the chip out, walk around the other side. You haven't identified them. So there's no reason for you to be suspicious once they have the phone and they can sell it in the same store you're in.
And I'm a little bit not such a big fan of the fingerprint or the facial scan security, because I've heard of marriages breaking up through that. You know, where the guy falls asleep on the aircraft and she opens the phone with her thumb or whatever.
That's true. God forbid you could have a problem with getting knocked out, or someone could get your fingerprint and access it. You're much better off using a password of some kind. So
yeah, I use the screen pattern thing.
yeah, screen lock with a dot code to unlock.
Because that's so quick. It's much quicker than doing a PIN. Look, you really, I mean, if you like your mobile phone, or if you love your mobile phone, you really want to go through this and go through it in detail, thinking, I'm going to go back when it comes online. The talk, I'm going to go back and tick all the boxes so my security is better than it is. So there you go. Bud Dooley, remember this name, our resident tech guru, and he'll be back giving a talk soon on the future of privacy and AI. So is there a future for privacy?
I hope so.
All right, well, but he's been good enough to be not so private today and to share his story about the theft of his mobile phone and the lessons we can all learn from this. So many thanks, Bud. It was great. Bye-bye.